Hey, I'm Wayde Kirvida from CustomFIRE, and behind me is a new pumper we just completed for the Atlantic Highlands Fire Department in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. Now, I don't know if you've heard this about New Jersey, but these guys tend to get pretty fired up about a new fire truck. A lot of details, energy, and time and attention goes into the design of their apparatus, and this is a great example of that. Now, this truck is built on a Spartan FC94. It might not look like an FC94 based on some of the content. You can see that we custom made a bumper, did a special hose roll bed in the center. We even notched in the front intake, and then obviously we mounted a couple Mars lights and a roto ray above the grill, as well as a spotting mirror and a brow light. The FC94 is the, I guess you'd say it's kind of the streamlined, value engineered product in the Spartan's fleet. You get a lot for your money up until you select options that would maybe make more sense for a Metro Star or a Gladiator. This truck measures 33 feet 7 inches long. It's 114 inches to the roof of the cab, but with a deck gun it's actually 10 foot 8 inches. Behind me is a Waterous single stage CS 1250 fire pump. It carries a 750 gallon L-shaped tank for an extremely low hose bed, and the apparatus body is constructed of 304 stainless steel. Some notable features of this truck, which you don't see on a lot of apparatus we build, are that we did a complete bed liner treatment on the pump module, as well as the rear wheel wells and storage compartments within the wheel well. We recessed the pump panel for an external intake relief valve. We have the innovative controls push-pull handles across the board. We have a pull to open tank to pump, and down below we have hose wells in the running board, step up above, and then a booster reel behind the pump panel, and then a hose lay at the front of the pump module. I absolutely love this truck. I love the intent behind the design, and you'll see as we go around, but one thing that I really dig are the hinge doors. These are 304 stainless steel doors. They're extremely stout. They shut wonderfully, and the interior of the body is a brushed stainless steel finish. We have swing out tool board, adjustable shelving, and another cool detail is the red turtle towel that they selected. Just kind of pops when you open the doors. Now, the back of this truck really gets it done. We have an extremely low hose bed, 58 inches off the ground. 4 rear discharges plumbed through the tank and under the hose bed. Obviously a compartment down below. Folding backlit steps. Now, the dividers are reinforced with rods, and then you might notice that the center section is kind of scalloped down. That's basically because we marked how high the hose is going to stack, and we cut them down to kind of allow them to lean over the divider. Some people have asked me as they've seen this truck being built on the website why the dividers look like that, and that's why. Then we have a reinforcement bar across the top just to kind of keep everything nice and sturdy. We have some stainless steel boxes that we mounted up on top of the body to house the scene lighting and warning lighting, marker lights, that sort of thing. And then finally a backup camera down below. And then you'll also notice that we did put their initials in the tailboard down below, which is kind of something we've always done. You can see that with a 58-inch high hose bed, we still have quite a nice sized compartment down below. Now, as I said, I really love the design of this truck. It just has that classic pumper look to it. Low hose bed, ladders on the side, pike pull tubes, suction hose troughs above. We have 4 tubes for pull-handled pike pulls. Attic ladder slides in right here. This is just a restraint panel. The ladders are a 14-foot roof and a 24-foot 2-section. And you may notice that we have a third handle in the center, which is not holding anything right now. That's because the customer is going to be putting their own Fresno ladder on after delivery. And with that, this truck is kind of naked in terms of lettering and striping and whatever, and they're going to have that done locally as well. Now, maybe this has caught your eye and you're wondering what on earth this is all about. Well, they want to carry some high-rise packs here. This is going to carry 150 feet of 2-inch hose. Straps in right here. We lowered it to the absolute minimum height above the rear wheel, and then put the ladders at a normal height so that we could, just increase the height of the compartments fore and aft. If you compare this to maybe a typical high or half height or 3/4 height body, sometimes you get a drop down door right here, or you just have, you know, some wasted space. So we basically carved this out and provided an exposed hose storage area right here. All right, with all the doors open and exposed, you can see that we have a fair amount of storage on this side. There's a cubby up above the passenger side pump panel where they're going to carry a pre-connected blitz line with 300 feet of hose in the bed above. As with all of our pump panels, we have a large removable side panel on this side. They have a 2.5-inch discharge, a 4-inch outlet, as well as a pony suction and a 6-inch inlet. And finally, that brings us to the front of the pump module, where we have this tall pass-through compartment with shelving within. Down below we have the cab tilt receptacle as well as a duplex shore power outlet. You might notice the box bumped into the front of this module. That's where we've actually extended the chassis cab an additional foot to bring the forward-facing seats back, really improving interior leg space, really brings this cab to more of an LFD in terms of interior dimensions. With the door closed, it looks like the typical FC94 MFD 10-inch raised roof cab. We've done this extension modification on several chassis over the years, and this is just the latest example of that. All right, so I'm sitting in the forward-facing center seats in this cab, and as I mentioned, normally this seat would be about 12 inches further ahead, so just an enormous amount of leg room here now. And then on the remaining sidewalls outboard of these seats, we do have some pack paneling where they can mount brackets for irons, both sides. It just really improves the interior of this cab, makes it a lot more spacious, less kind of knee knocks, a lot more freedom of movement within the cab. And again, we're starting with an FC94, which, you know, is a much lower price point than starting with like a MetroStar or a Gladiator, obviously. By now it should be evident that this customer put an enormous amount of time and attention into the details that really personalize this apparatus for their needs. And at CustomFIRE, we're proud and appreciative for the opportunity to realize their vision. All of us at CustomFIRE appreciate the time you take to watch these videos, and we hope to hear from you if you're in the market for a new pumper, rescue, or tanker apparatus. In the meantime, keep following us on Facebook and check out our website at CustomFIRE.com. Thanks for watching.